Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out my channel. Okay, the Lil Tipsy from Tipsy Magnolia. This guy is so cute. I'm seriously obsessed with it. It was so much fun to make, so many possibilities just to make cute little designs with them. We're gonna jump right in and get started with this. I hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel and check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let's get started. As always, I prep my tumblers. I have just a sanding sponge for this one. I'm going to rough everything up, wash it with Dawn dish soap, and bring it right out to spray paint. For the spray paint part of this, we're keeping it pretty simple. We're just doing white. It will be a light colored glitter, so I want to make sure that this is a nice even coat of spray paint. Speed Dry Epoxy from Mr. Nola's is my epoxy of choice, and I love that it's set super quick, 2 hours, and then we can do our next coat. So that's what I'm using for the base of this. I'm starting with Erin Rose Glitter. It is an opal rose gold, and they have some chunkies in here, and I'm lightly sprinkling that towards the bottom. You'll see in this one I'm doing my glitter a little different, where I'm sprinkling this, and then I'm going to go over it with my next color called Royal Sonesta, also from Mr. Nola's. It's an ivory color, super, super gorgeous. And then I'm going to go back over with Erin Rose and sprinkle that on again. The reason why I'm layering my glitters a little different this time is because Royal Sonesta is an ivory opal glitter and it's fairly light. I wanted some areas of that glitter to have a bit more depth to it, so adding that rose gold under it will change little flakes of that Royal Sonesta on top. The reason why I'm putting some more on top of this, of Erin Rose, is that I do want some of those bright rose gold flakes and also some of the opal chunkier ones to really stand out through the design. So just adding that under and above it gives it a lot more depth and detail. Anytime you're working with a chunkier glitter, make sure you have your piece of parchment paper and you're tapping over it and laying down that glitter. You don't want to have to fight with this later with epoxy and having it trying to poke up through it. So just taking a piece of parchment paper will do a lot to save your sanity later as you do coat this in epoxy. It's been about 2.5 to 3 hours since that layer was set. It's all in place, so I'm going right on with my epoxy. Speed dry for this one as well. I did not have to seal this with a clear spray paint. I'm not worried about anything moving in here, so use your heat gun to move it around towards the pop bubbles and wait for that to set. As usual, I'm not doing the bottom of my tumbler, so I have my cup edging tool from Wicked Shimmer. I'm spinning my tumbler around in a circle and trimming off the bottom edge of spray paint and epoxy and glitter. It's going to cut right through all of that. Then I will take a craft knife to remove everything, and then a dry baby wipe with acetone to get rid of any spray paint and really clean up the whole bottom of this so I can have a nice bottom clean rim. Going on with my sanding sponge to get the top rim and the bottom of this tumbler to make sure everything's smooth, along with any pokier bumps that may be up from the glitter. Also, I have my acetone and I cleaned out the inside of the tumbler so I don't have to worry about that later. Alright, so here goes the fun part. I have all of these super cute little sticker packs that I found at Hobby Lobby. There was a little that I liked from each pack, so you'll see me going through here and picking out just the ones that I like. I'm not using all on every page, just the one that I like. Also, if you have to do a lot of sanding on that tumbler, make sure that you're putting all of this over a glossy surface. You do not want to put any of these stickers or any decals over a sanded surface, because if you have anything on there that's not glossy, you'll see the edges of these stickers. So be mindful of that. When you do go around and sand, do a layer of epoxy. I did that and I forgot to video it. So there we go. I'm starting off with this first big one like a boss, and I'm angling it sideways on my tumbler. I think that's just so cute, and I didn't want it to be straight up and down. Take my little weeding pen and I'm popping any bubbles that are in there and really smoothing everything out. And guys, this is the part that will be interesting for you guys to watch, because you're going to see me pick up those bobby pins about 100 different times and place them and remove them. Same thing with a coffee mug that I found. I really wanted to use it, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. So a lot of this design is me picking up and putting down little stickers and repositioning things kind of as I wanted it as I went along. As long as you're removing these stickers in almost one solid motion where you kind of lift it up and just go at it and pull, you won't damage the sticker for these. I find that the times that I pull it up into sections and it kind of pulls up a little at a time, that's when you have the chance of having like almost ridges in your sticker from it being removed. So keep that in mind. Okay, this is important. If you don't want to see a bump through your sticker from where they overlap each other, put a layer of epoxy down between the stickers. Just do your first bottom layer epoxy and then do the next one. I didn't do that for here because the stickers that I do overlap, it wasn't that big of a deal. You couldn't even tell. There wasn't like a change in texture. But if you need to, do that layer in between. And again, the rest of this, guys, it's just whatever you want. Like I said, you'll see me fight with a few different things and put it down and remove it. And it was actually pretty funny for me to do, just knowing how I operate. I don't know. I found it hilarious that I couldn't figure out placement. Something that would be pretty easy for you to do, if you know what stickers you definitely have your heart set on, go ahead and cut all of those out and measure around your tumbler. Maybe put out, a sheet of paper and build this design on the sheet of paper. That way you can easily transfer it onto your tumbler. I didn't really think of that ahead of time. I just knew a rough idea of what I wanted and stuck those on randomly and pulled them off randomly. So a bit more spontaneous with this design. But like I said, if you know exactly which ones you want to use, it's going to be a lot easier for you to lay them all down on a sheet of paper first. Cut them out so that they still have the backing attached, but cut them out, set up your design, and then you can transfer it easier one at a time. But all of these, I didn't have a problem at all moving them and repositioning. You will see a few of these that I put a sticker on and then I would cut off some of the flowers and I would save all those little pieces. You never know when like a leaf or something will come in handy to just give character to a different spot. So don't throw anything away as you're making this. Put it aside and kind of keep it in mind. And also be open to the idea of changing the original design that you wanted. It's it's yours, right? So you don't have to put anything in any certain spot. Just move it as you want, pull it up, and also be careful if there's any clear pieces that you're not getting fingerprints on the back of those edges. Use your craft knife to help remove it and put it aside if you need to, but just have fun. I definitely love doing this one. I'm just obsessed with this end result. Also, something I will definitely caution you guys on for these little stickers, anything that is gold, gold, silver, rose gold, metallic, be careful putting stuff down and peeling it back up off of any type of gold detail. You do have the risk of taking off some of that gold and it won't be as shiny and it will look a little removed. I was kind of okay with this. It happened and I panicked at first, but I was kind of okay with it because the sections that it did happen on, it made that section look distressed, where it really worked out because some of these flowers were so pretty and the way that the gold did lift up off some of those, it looks intentional. The only thing this precious tumbler was missing to make it completely my vibe were these leopard spots. I love leopard, and I'm telling you guys, find little embellishments that fit your vibe and put them in groups of 3. It does a lot. It goes a long way for filling in space on your tumbler, giving it a fun little character, and really, like I said, just something else to add your vibe to it. So these leopard spots are just perfect with this metallic vinyl. This one did end up needing 3 layers of epoxy. There was a few stickers just with it overlapping that you could feel, and I wanted to make sure it was all smooth. So I did put a layer of epoxy smooth in between and go on with the next. For the bottom of this tumbler, I probably should have spray painted this part when I did the other spray paint, but I don't know, I didn't. I wasn't thinking. So this is what I do. Whenever I have to do the bottom of my tumbler, just in that little middle part, and I forget, what I do is I take electrical tape, go really close, right where you trim the bottom of your tumbler, get your electrical tape on there, wrap your tumbler in saran wrap, and that's usually all you need. If, for peace of mind, you wanted to make sure that seal was really great, you can take another piece of electrical tape and secure the seam where that saran wrap is against that other piece, but usually that works. I then take my acetone on this little napkin I have right here, and I fill in the inside. The spray paint was wet, so I just did this on the spray paint. I went ahead and cleaned off everything, and then I dropped my glitter right onto that fresh spray paint so it can sit in there. Let this dry completely, walk away, be patient, let it dry completely, and then we can go ahead and start finishing just that inside bottom of our tumbler with our UV resin. And of course, I didn't video the rest of it, but after I got this UV resin on here, worked it out to all the corners, I did set it out in the sunlight for a few minutes, let that set, and then I took a Sharpie and I did my initials on it. I haven't done that before and I wanted to try it out, so I didn't do anything to seal the Sharpie. I just did my initials, wait for that to dry, do another layer of UV resin, and then set that back out in the sunlight to dry for a few minutes, and that was it. Like I said, I'm just obsessed with these little Tipsies from Tipsy Magnolia. This one was seriously so much fun to make. I think it came out so cute, and it was a lot of fun to put together as well. And I love that there's just so much we can change up with these. So I hope you like this tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel, and then check me out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all those fun places. Also join our Sippy Couture community. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all soon.